Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit, and I'm excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing 10 tips to start selling on Amazon in 2023. Can you believe it? We're already in the new year, and I'm just super excited for this year. My sales have grown tremendously over the last 12 months, and I'm just excited to help more people to start selling on Amazon. So I want to shout out everybody who's jumping in live right now on YouTube. We're also live on Instagram. We got Tom, we've got Davis, we got Laby Message, we got Joe V. What's up, Joe? We got Kathleen, we've got Al, we've got Christy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm really excited for this video. I've got a bunch of content I'm going to be dropping, and I'm also going to be answering some questions as well. We got Dustin Doyle in the house, New Jersey in the house. We got Sohan. What's going on? Great to see you. Welcome, everybody. And drop a comment down below and let me know where you are currently in your business. Are you looking to start selling on Amazon, right? Are you looking to maybe scale from 1 to 2,000 a month to 5 or 10? Are you doing between 10 to 20 and you want to get to 40 to 50,000 like I've gotten to in my business? Where are you trying to get to in your business? Drop a comment down below. And we've got the beautiful Iris Casanova dropping in live from work, I assume. Great to see you here. We got Bolton Pam just starting off. Awesome. We got Sorhan starting. Marias has been rejected twice as putting in my Amazon application. I'll be talking about that. We got someone on Facebook saying I want to scale to $200,000 this year. We got Slicka STA, Texas in the house just starting. Chona Cabrera just starting. We've got Iris doing 50,000 a month. I'm just kidding. So we've got Savannah just starting off. Michael says FBM or just starting a long-time eBay seller. Awesome. I'll be talking about FBM and FBA. Mims is just starting off. Well, awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to be dropping a lot of content. And for the folks who don't know, for the people who joined live on Instagram and YouTube yesterday, I just launched Reselling Freedom. So I teamed up with over 10 coaches, and we're teaching everything from how to start, how to price, how to list, how to ship, how to do everything. We're having 5 to 10 live coaching calls every week. And most likely this is going to be priced at around $67 to $97 a month, but right now it's $27 a month. You can go to resellingfreedom.com to be able to check that out if you want to see more details. But with that being said, let's dive into this video and let's see if I can help you out and just share 10 really great tips. Okay. So I'm going to be doing Q&A in a few minutes, so don't worry, I'll be coming back, but let's get into the 10 tips for starting to sell on Amazon in 2023. Okay. So tip number 1, you're going to have to make sure when you're signing up for an Amazon account, because I'm already seeing comments, people saying I'm getting rejected. There's so much red tape. How do I get approved? You've got to sign up for an Amazon account, and you've got to make sure that your name, that your bank information, that the name that's on your electric bill, or maybe it's a gas bill, it all matches up. So Amazon's really, really picky about making sure that they verify who you are as a seller, because as Amazon being one of the largest companies in the world, I mean, they have been growing like crazy. There are scammers that are on Amazon. There's people trying to take advantage of folks. So now Amazon's becoming really picky about making sure that they don't just let anybody and everybody sell on the platform. They want to verify your information on your license. They want to verify your address. They want to verify that you are who you are by obviously taking a look at a gas bill or an electric bill. So if you get rejected once or twice, go back and really just dive into your application and make sure everything is matching up correctly. I can't say it enough. Yes, they will reject you if your name and all that stuff doesn't match up, your bank account, all of that. So if you're signing up to a Amazon account with your business information, you're going to have to verify all your business information. You can't put your personal and business. They're going to reject you. It has to be the same. Okay. Now, another tip I want to share is when you sign up for an Amazon account, there's a free account and then there's a pro account, which is $39.99 a month. You might be thinking, which one should I sign up for? Previously, I would recommend to people sign up for the free account, but not anymore. You want to sign up for the $39.99 a month plan, which I know is going to hurt, but bite the bullet because you're going to make more sales and you're going to sell more items. Because on Amazon, 80 to 85% of sales come through the buy box. Now, if you're wondering what's the buy box, That's when you go to an Amazon listing and it says buy it now. When you click that button, the seller who's getting the buy box is going to get that sale. So if there's 10 people selling an item, whoever Amazon is giving to the buy box is going to get that sale. I'll talk more about that later on, and if you have questions about it, but you're only able to become eligible to get the buy box if you're paying that $39.99 a month subscription with Amazon. Okay. I think it used to be different in the past. I used to recommend the free account, but not anymore. Okay. So go through the red tape, make sure that your name and all that information matches up, and get yourself the pro account. Okay. You're going to win more sales. You're going to win the buy box. Number 2, determine what you want to sell and where you want to source from. So in my business, I do a lot of sourcing from eBay. Okay. I do a lot of sourcing from Facebook Marketplace. I used to do a lot of sourcing from thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, flea markets, and those are great opportunities. But for me, after I got into a car accident and I had some issues and I had some mental health issues, I decided to gear more towards or lean more towards online arbitrage. But you have to figure out how you want to source items. There's a million ways to source. And unfortunately, most people are trying to sell you a dream on Facebook ads and YouTube ads. And people are coming on saying, do wholesale, do private label, do drop shipping. I mean, especially private label and wholesale, they take a lot of money to start. You're not going to see profit for 12 to 18 months. You've got to have a lot of business experience. You've got to know how to import from China. You've got to learn how to run all complicated, sophisticated pay-per-click advertising. Let's be honest. The average person isn't going to be able to do that, right? Are you capable of learning how to do wholesale and private label? Absolutely. Is there a lot of money to be made there? Absolutely. Are there great opportunities to scale a business doing private label and wholesale? Absolutely. But let's be real. The average person's not going to be able to do that. The best way I recommend to get started is start sourcing books. Go to thrift stores, go to Goodwill, Salvation Army, library sales, put out free book wanted ads on Nextdoor, on Facebook Marketplace, right? Start sourcing locally, start doing consignment. Start sourcing DVDs, start sourcing board games and video games from all these different places that I mentioned, and auctions and different online sites. You could source off of eBay. And this is what we teach in Reselling Freedom, myself and our other 10 coaches. And I'll tell you right now, it's a great opportunity to get into wholesale and private label down the road. But if you're new, just getting started, don't stress yourself out. Don't go spend thousands of dollars on courses. Don't go spend thousands of dollars on products. Don't believe all the things that people are telling you on the Facebook ads and the YouTube ads. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And I can tell you right now, start slow, start thrifting, right? Start going to library sales, start hitting garage sales, but you got to determine what it is you want to sell. I helped my mom retire selling books on Amazon. She started about 8 years ago. Now she does DVDs, video games, sometimes electronics, a lot of random items, but start slow. I can't say it enough, but determine what you want to sell and go out there and start sourcing. Number 3, purchase a barcode scanner. Okay. I wish I had my barcode scanner around me, but it kind of looks like this. Get yourself a barcode scanner. This is going to connect to your phone via Bluetooth, and you're going to be able to start scanning the barcodes of items. Okay. So say you have a book like this. This is a really great book that I'm reading. You take the barcode scanner and you scan the barcode. That'll tell you how much money the book is selling for. It'll look it up on Amazon and it'll make decisions for you. It'll tell you what to sell, how long it's going to take to sell, so on and so forth. But a barcode scanner will help you to scan 3 to 4 to 5 to even upwards to 10 times faster. Okay. Now, if you want to check out the tools that I use, you can go to my website, rakeandprofit.com/tools. You can see the different barcode scanners and recommendations that I use. But honestly, just go to Amazon, type in barcode scanner, Amazon, and just pick anyone out. The one I use is like $50. What's up, Golden State? We got Mike on Instagram, FBA, Sage in the house. What's going on? Maria, appreciate you all watching live right now on Instagram and on YouTube. So if you see me looking back and forth, it's because I got my phone above YouTube and then I got YouTube a little lower. But get yourself a barcode scanner. I can't tell you enough. It will speed up your process. And a lot of people don't want to hear this. And I was telling somebody in our free Facebook group the other day, they had found like 1,000 DVDs. And they're like, most of these DVDs are not worth money. I don't understand. How do you make money in this business? Well, let me be honest with you. Most books, most board games, most DVDs, most CDs, most electronics aren't worth selling on Amazon after the fees. Well, what do you mean, Steve? Then why would I sell on Amazon? Because, sorry, I just smashed the computer. If you get a barcode scanner, you could scan through a couple hundred up to 1,000 per, per hour, depending on if everything's organized or not. And you got to find the 3 to 4 to 5 to 10% of the winners. And that's how you make money. Because imagine if a book makes you $10, if you find one per hour, that's $10 an hour. But a lot of times you'll be able to make $50 to $120 per hour scanning different items and whatnot. So get yourself a barcode scanner. Robert on YouTube says, question, when we do a book clean out, what is the best way to get rid of encyclopedias or other books with a low demand? Is there a way to make money with these? So that's a really great question, Robert. There's actually quite a bit of money in encyclopedias if you have a complete set. Now, it depends what volume, what series you have. So the best thing that I could advise you to do is look up that encyclopedia, try to find that specific listing on Amazon and see what it's selling for complete. I've had friends of mine who have sold encyclopedias for $500 upwards to $1,500. Some are more rare than others. Some are worthless. A lot of them are a bit longer tail, but if you could find a complete set of encyclopedias, and let's just say it's less than like a 2 million rank, you may be in the money. So what you're going to do is bring all those encyclopedias together, stretch wrap them up, put a do not separate sticker on, throw it in a box and ship it out to Amazon. If it's not worth it on Amazon, you could certainly sell it on eBay. Just know books really don't sell typically as fast on eBay. And the thing I don't like about eBay is it's very time consuming. It's a very active form of income, whereas Amazon's a lot more semi-passive because you're able to send everything to the Amazon warehouses and, they're able to pick it, pack it, fulfill it. If you guys are interested in this, check out Reselling Freedom. I just launched this yesterday. We're starting live coaching very, very soon. We're going to start off with about 3 calls the first week. Then we're going to go to 5, and then we're going to go upwards to 10 live Zoom coaching calls every week. So if you like calls like this, if you want to be able to jump on live Zoom calls, if you want to be able to talk to me, ask questions, engage and interact with other Amazon coaches, definitely check it out. We got Swamppreneur in the house. Hey, Steve, I'm an eBay to Amazon member. I am stuck because I am not able to find a good prep center. Had to talk with many, but they're a high cost. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're doing eBay to Amazon, the downside to working with a prep center is a lot of people don't want to work with folks who are sourcing from eBay because there's a lot more time to process. And it's not like you're able to buy, 30 of the same book. You're buying one-off items. So a lot of times you're going to pay 2 to 5 times as much. So I would say keep kissing, multiple frogs, right? Multiple prep centers and try to find one who's willing to work with you. What up, Nino? It's great to see Nino on Instagram. Become your own prep center. Yeah, I'm actually looking to hire another person in my neighborhood to help me to be able to prep my items, because that is the most time-consuming part, is prepping your items and labeling all your items. Amanda says Reselling Freedom is going to be amazing. Absolutely. And Amanda, I've been coaching her behind the scenes, and she's been, in one of my eBay to Amazon mentorship groups. She just hit 4,000 in sales. So everybody give a big round of applause to Amanda. When we jumped on our first coaching call, she was doing around $27 in sales for the month. I hate to say it, Amanda, but now she's absolutely crushing it. And she's doing an amazing job. And yeah, she sells all different types of items, DVDs, books, Playboy. It's just, she's absolutely crushing it. So yeah, great job, Amanda. All right. Denise is saying, woohoo. I had to throw Amanda under the bus. I don't know if anybody caught that last one. I love to embarrass Amanda. All right. So let's move on to into the next tip. Okay. So I said tip number 1, sign up for an Amazon seller account and get a pro account so you win the buy box. Number 2, determine what it is you want to sell. Is it books? Is it board games? Is it DVDs? Do you want to source from eBay to Amazon, which I don't necessarily recommend as a complete beginner. I'd rather start sourcing books and, board games and video games and stuff like that. Okay. Determine where you want to source. Purchase a barcode scanner to scan faster. Okay. Now, number 4, okay. Upgrade from the Amazon seller app to a third-party scanning software. So I'm actually looking for my phone, but I forgot I'm live streaming on Instagram right now. But one thing you're going to want to do is download the Amazon seller app. Okay. It's 100% free, and this will allow you to scan barcodes. The problem is it's slow. and it doesn't make decisions for you. I recommend a couple different apps, Scout IQ, Scoutly. There's some other ones out there, like I think what's that one called? Scan Power. But I personally use Scout IQ. And what this app will do is it'll when you use your barcode scanner to scan a barcode, it will not only analyze the item for you, but it has like a AI technology, or I don't know, it has some type of algorithm that will literally make decisions for you. So you could scan a book, and instead of having to look on Amazon seller app to determine how much profit is it going to make, what should it sell for, how many times is it going to sell, Scout IQ, at least, because that's what I use, will make the decision for you. Now, it's not perfect, but it'll allow you to do cool things like put earbuds in your ears, and then when you're scanning, it'll make a noise like da-ding, which means buy this book, or it'll go beep, which means don't buy the book or don't buy the DVD, whatever it is you're scanning. It's not 100% necessary, but especially if you're selling books, get yourself a barcode scanner and get yourself Scout IQ or Scoutly. Again, go to rakeandprofit.com/tools. You can check out my recommended list, discount list for the tool supplies, so on and so forth. But by getting yourself Scoutly or Scout IQ, instead of just using the Amazon seller app, you'll be able to scan books and board games and DVDs and all types of items much faster. And as I mentioned before, and again, I know people don't want to hear it, but let's just be honest here, because that's what we're about here on Instagram and YouTube, is most items aren't worth selling on Amazon. It's your job to go out there and filter through and wade through all these products to find the winners. And the way you do that is by signing up for an Amazon account, getting a pro account, getting yourself a barcode scanner, getting yourself an app like Scout IQ or Scoutly, and start scanning the absolute living crap out of all these products. That's how you filter through the winners quickly. Time is money when it comes to selling on Amazon when you're doing retail arbitrage. And that's what I recommend for most new sellers, retail arbitrage. Go to retail stores, go to Goodwill, go to Savers, go to Salvation Army, go to garage sales, go to auctions, go to flea markets. And you're going to have to figure out what location is best for you, because here in Connecticut, I've got some really great opportunities that you may or may not have in California. Okay. FBA Nick says, hey, Steve, got a copy of the Spider-Man. I'm trying to read it on my screen. 67 collection, new on eBay for $130, going for $284 on Amazon. Loving eBay to Amazon flips. Awesome, Nick. Love it. People are crushing it with the eBay to Amazon model. Tyson says, I feel like I'm the only person in Idaho that does this. I have been to multiple thrift stores and have not seen another scanner. Well, I can tell you right now, you are living in 2015, and I absolutely love it, because back in 2015, there was nobody in the thrift stores with me. Now, it's like I'm hanging out with all my friends, right? It's all the folks that I, are following me and friends I built at the thrift store, and it's great. It's fun, but it's certainly a lot harder now to make money from thrift stores. That's why I do eBay to Amazon. That's why, I recommend posting ads on Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor app, building relationships with libraries, so on and so forth. Nice guy Andre says, a lot of folks out here in Henderson, Las Vegas. Oh, I bet. Yeah, the competition's probably nuts. Bunch of Styles on Instagram is asking, how many boxes a week do you usually send in a week? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well, Bunch of Styles. So I'll be honest, the last month I've been focused on building out Reselling Freedom. I've been focused on some other things, and I was a little burnt out. So I took a little time off, and my sales have tanked over the last month. They're down over 50%. And it's all my fault because, well, first of all, half of it's my fault because I haven't been shipping in stuff to Amazon. And then secondly, Amazon's been freaking not checking my stuff in. But when things are normal, and they're going to be getting normal soon. So if you guys don't know, I scaled my business from doing around 5,000 a month up to close to 56 or 58,000 I hit in at one point, at the highest point in December. My month ended a little lower than that. But I scaled that by sending around 5 to 10 boxes per week into Amazon. So that's really my sweet spot. I would say 8 to 10 boxes is really my sweet spot. But sometimes it's 0. And that's the best part about selling on Amazon. Sometimes I want to be a lazy son of a gun, even though I'm rarely ever lazy. Sometimes my attention is just elsewhere, which it has been right now, taking care of you guys and working on my membership and Reselling Freedom, which again, if you haven't checked it out, get in as a founding member. We're having 5 to 10 live coaching calls every single week. And we have various levels, level 1, 2, 3, 4. If you haven't been able to start because you felt overwhelmed or procrastinating, or you're like, how the heck do I get past all this goddamn red tape on Amazon? Check out Reselling Freedom. It's going to be great. All right, let's move on to the next part. Okay. So number 5, invest in a listing software. I can't say it enough. Listing on Amazon FBA, listing on Amazon Seller Central is the reason why I'm bald. If you guys don't know why I lost my hair at 35 years old and you're wondering why the heck is this YouTube guy so damn bald, it's because I used to list on Amazon Seller Central. In all seriousness, if you're on a budget and you're maybe hand to mouth and you only have a couple $100, yes, you can list for free on Amazon. Okay, you can list for free on Amazon. But when you list through Seller Central, it's just annoying as hell. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Excuse my language. It's time consuming. They ask you a million questions. I'm listing a book. Okay, I'm listing a book on Amazon. Why you ask me if there's batteries in the book? No, Amazon, there's no batteries in the book. Okay. So stop asking me all these stupid questions. I'm like a little crybaby, but it's true. Like Amazon is so inefficient when it comes to listing on the Amazon platform. That's why I always recommend using, a third-party software. There's a lot of them out there, Seller List, Go-To Lister, Inventory Lab. Get yourself a third-party listing software when you're ready. Income Savvy. Man, Income Savvy, how much have you sold lifetime on Amazon? I got to give a big shout out to Income Savvy. If you're not following him, he's one of my mentors, amazing guy. Let's see. Lonnie says, for now, we'll be locked in at $27 a month for your new program. Yes, Lonnie, you will be locked in for life. And I can tell you right now that Reselling Freedom could easily be going for $297 a month. I mean, what's the value of being able to get access to 5 to 10 live coaching calls every single week? Plus, I'm going to be building out a course, a video library. I've got ebooks in there. I'm literally building out an empire for beginners because I'm so sick and tired of seeing my friends and the people who follow me not being able to start selling on Amazon because there's so much red tape. It's complicated, learning how to price, learning how to list, learning how to ship. It's such a great opportunity, but you can't blame people for not selling on Amazon because it's not easy. Selling on Amazon isn't as easy as starting on eBay. But the thing about Amazon is it's 100 times easier to scale. It's 100 times more passive. And of course, it's not passive income, right? We're not sitting on the beach drinking pina coladas, but it's a lot more passive because you're able to literally buy everything, ship it to the freaking warehouses, and then they pick it, package, ship it, and deal with customer service. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up if you haven't been able to start selling on Amazon. It's not your fault. It's just Amazon makes it so complicated and you haven't had a mentor. You haven't had someone to be able to hold your hand and walk you through the process. Income Savvy, 15 million. Man, that's crazy. Rake and deal in the truth. I'm trying. I appreciate it, Income Savvy. Dustin Doyle says, I go to thrift stores when it's convenient. Now I'm all about eBay to Amazon. Yeah, once I got Dustin into eBay to Amazon, I was trying to convince him, man. Dustin and I, we were sitting in the sauna and we were going back and forth between the ice bath and the sauna. I was telling him about it and he's like, I don't know. A couple months later, he sends me a message. He's like, man, I'm crushing it now. What's up, Michelle? Excuse me. Yeah, great to see you here. Lonnie says, wow. Absolutely. So let's keep moving with the list. So to recap, the 10 tips so far, excuse me, my nose is so itchy. The 10 tips for starting selling on Amazon in 2023 is number 1, sign up for an Amazon seller account using a pro account. Okay. So you win the buy box. Number 2, determine what it is you want to sell and where you want to source. I'd recommend if you're new, just start with books and thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, get through all the red tape, get your account approved, get yourself moving. Then down the road, you can look into wholesale, you can look into private label, you can look into eBay to Amazon, you can look into online arbitrage. Just start small, right? Let's not conquer the whole world until we, let's conquer ourself and our town first, and then we'll move on to the state, and then we'll conquer the world. Number 2 is determine what you want to sell. Number 3, purchase a barcode scanner. I use a Natamu scanner. Number 4, purchase a scanning software like Scoutly or Scout IQ to scan quicker. Number 5, invest in a listing software. Okay. Listing sucks. I hate listing on Amazon. I'll be honest. That's the biggest thing holding my business back from growing. And I have a few systems I'm going to be putting in place, but don't list on Amazon Seller Central. If you're new and you're on a budget, you absolutely could, but really it's going to be literally you're holding your business down by listing on Amazon. Just pay the 30, 40 bucks a month, upgrade, and you'll just grow your business that much faster. Number 6, this is huge, okay? And I want to make sure everyone's listening. So drop a comment right now in Instagram. Put a 1 in Instagram. Put a 1 in YouTube if you're listening, because what I'm going to share with you is the most important part of selling on Amazon. And this is the number 1 reason why people will actually get through all the steps I've already shared, but fail on Amazon. They will fail because of step number 6. Amber's dropping a number 1. And I want to be crystal clear. If you get anything out of this video, this is what you're going to want to make sure you research more. If you join Reselling Freedom, this is really where the value is going to come from, especially for the beginners. If you're not joining, that's fine. Go on YouTube, go to Facebook groups, post. This is the most important part. Let me see on YouTube if we got anybody putting some 1s in the comment. Oh yeah, we got a lot. Okay, so listen up. Master the basics of analyzing deals using your scanning software and Keepa. So I'm going to say it again. You could do everything right. If you don't understand sales rank, if you don't understand eScore, and especially if you don't understand Keepa, you're going to fail on Amazon. And if you're wondering what's Keepa, Keepa is it's like a software Chrome extension that will help you to be able to price items, analyze products, analyze competition, analyze price history, analyze buy box statistics, pretty much everything you need to know about a product, right? It's like a background check in a sense. Like if you're going to hire somebody, or I don't know, maybe you're going to go on a date and you're like, I don't know about this creep. You're going to do a quick little background check, right? It's going to tell you the whole story. Keepa tells you the whole entire story. Okay. So, if you took a look at Rake and Profit's background check, you know that I got arrested for selling weed at 21 years old. Some of you guys might not have known that. I got arrested, went to jail. I'm 35 now, but yeah, my background check, I think that's all expunged now. But yeah, I got in big trouble when I was 21 years old and I had to change my life. I lost, 40, 50 pounds. I was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. I was on but that's my background check. When it comes to selling on Amazon, how do you get a background check of a product? How do you know, should I sell it? Should I list it? Is the price going to change? Is the price going to tank? Is it going to sell quickly? What is it sold for before? Is the past going to look as beautiful as the future? That's what Keepa is all about. Now, I could sit here and I could spend the next 2 hours talking about Keepa. I'm not going to, just because this video would be way too long. But sometimes in life, all you need to know is what direction to go, right? Maybe you're trying to, hitchhike to California. You just need to know that you got to go west. If you're over in Connecticut, go west. Okay. I'm telling you right now, research Keepa, go learn Keepa. You're going west, baby. We're going to get to California. So research Keepa. I can't say it enough. Keepa will share with you the whole entire story. When I first started selling on Amazon, I made a lot of mistakes. There were items that didn't sell. There were items that tanked in price. I got IP complaints, which are intellectual property complaints. I had different challenges that I dealt with. And I'm like, I don't get it. Why is everyone else having success, but I'm not? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I just wasn't analyzing items properly. Okay. And sales rank, it's good to know, but it's just a snapshot in time of what that product is actually doing. Sales rank doesn't really tell you much of a story, okay? Keepa will share with you the other 20 elements, right? What's going on in California? Oh, you know what's going on in California, baby. So master Keepa. Go to YouTube, or if you're in Reselling Freedom, these are going to be some of our top calls that we go after right in the beginning, is learning how to really master Keepa. I can't say it enough, okay? Number 7. When you sell on Amazon, there's 2 ways to sell on Amazon. One, as a merchant fulfilled seller, okay, MF, or as an FBA seller, fulfilled by Amazon. Put a 1 in the comments if you guys know the difference between a merchant fulfilled seller and a FBA seller, because there's a big, big distinction. Looks like Robert is saying yes. Denise is saying Keepa is powerful. Awesome. Hey, Monty, good to see you here, Monty. Monty Farmsworth in the house. Much love, brother. Maria. So a lot of people do know the difference. That's good. For the folks who don't know, just know that merchant fulfilled is like selling on eBay. You store all the items at your house, you pick it, you pack it, you ship it, you deal with customer service. You're like an eBay seller on Amazon. FBA is you're sending everything to the Amazon warehouses. They're picking it, packing it, shipping it, selling it through the Prime program, and customers think they're buying from Amazon. That's why things sell so well via the Prime program. They get free 1 to 2 day shipping, and they think they're buying from Amazon because they're just hitting the buy it now button, which is you get the sale through the buy box. They just don't know. They think they're buying from Amazon, right? So FBA, in my opinion, is better for the average person. Now, there are quite a few benefits of selling as a merchant fulfilled seller. I'm not going to get into it right now because I would say, honestly, for 95% of you, you're going to be better off selling on FBA. It's a lot more work as an MF seller, but there's certainly opportunities. But I would say that for a beginner, I would start with FBA. I guess the only thing I would say is if you're really on a budget and you want to be able to increase your cash flow and you want to have more control of your products and you want to have just more control of your business, you can most certainly sell as a merchant fulfilled seller. Income Savvy says only do merchant fulfilled if you can be perfect, no mistakes, or it'll be a short selling journey. 100%. And the reason that's so true is because as a merchant fulfilled seller, you're the fulfiller. You're the person fulfilling that item. Amazon's fulfilling it when you send it to FBA. And I love FBA because you're able to leverage your business. I'm going to be going on some trips coming up in February. I'm going to the Miami event with a ton of Amazon sellers. And guess what? I'm going to keep making sales. I haven't been doing crap in my Amazon business the last month because I've been building out Reselling Freedom, even though my sales have dropped significantly. And I feel bad about it because I wish I would have had systems in place to keep it up. It's my fault, 100%. I'm still making, $500 to $1,000 a day in sales. I used to be doing $2,000, $2,500 a month ago. My sales have dropped, but still I'm bringing in days of $400, $500, $600, $700 a day in sales. Of course, that's not all profit. My margin's around 30%, but it's because Amazon has all my products and they're picking it, packing it, shipping it, and they're for sale all day long. So that's why I recommend FBA for most people. We got Aaron in our house. Aaron is one of my students, and now I'd like to say a good friend of mine. We're actually going to be sharing a house in Miami. He's doing really, really well in his Amazon business. Congratulations. Great to see you here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's move on to the next tip for starting Amazon in 2023. Okay, so we talked about selling FBA versus MF. Number 8, and this is a big one. Okay. And this is going to kind of, stem from the Keepa conversation we had. Don't assume you will sell your items for the ROI and profit the market is at right now. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? If you scan an item and on Amazon, that item is selling for, I'll give a great example. I'll shout out one of my students' Paige. She had a book that I think it was selling for like, I don't know, $250 or $300, something around there. She didn't tell me the exact number, but she said it was a lot more than $175, which she ultimately sold it at. And she said that after analyzing Keepa, and even though Scout IQ and Amazon Seller App was saying you could sell it at this, she learned through Keepa that this book actually was only selling for around $175. Everybody else had it priced at, $250, $300, whatever it was. And it just sat and sat and sat. But by analyzing the item correctly, using what I've been talking about, Keepa, and looking at the rank and how many average sales there are, which you could learn from Keepa, she priced it at the right price and she sold her book. She only paid a couple bucks for it and she sold it for $175. Heck yeah, Paige, rocking and rolling, girl. But that's the reason why you want to use Keepa, and you don't want to just rely on, the AI or the third-party apps of Scout IQ and Amazon Seller App telling you what to sell it for. That's why you really want to dive deep and understand what's going on, right? That's why you don't want to just eat a food. If you're trying to lose weight, don't just eat a food because people tell you to eat it. Learn the macro, micronutrients. How many carbs, how many calories are you eating? How many fats, how much protein is in it, right? What are the different minerals and vitamins you're getting? You really want to understand it. And the same applies for selling on Amazon. Don't just listen to what Amazon tells you or Scout IQ or Scout Lead tells you. Look at it and learn it and dive deep into it. Yeah, Monty says that's a harsh reality for a lot of people. It's true. Yeah, Maria, I'll put it on the screen on YouTube. It's called Keepa, Keepa. They do have a free version as well. I use the paid version, which is $20 a month. But out of anything, Keepa is 100% what you need for sure. Absolutely. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to put the link right here. People are asking about my new membership. It's called resellingfreedom.com. So I'll put that on the screen for YouTube, where you can check the link down below. Everybody go check out resellingfreedom.com. Resellingfreedom.com. I've teamed up with over 10 Amazon coaches, including myself. And imagine this. Imagine, like, who here, put a 1 in the comments if you're a part of like a gym or like a CrossFit gym or something like that. You know, I'm a part of Edge Fitness, and every single day I pay like, I don't know, $70 a month or $60 a month. And every day I have access to like Zumba classes in the morning, which I don't go to, cycling classes in the afternoon. At nighttime, there's like HIIT cardio and different things like that. I've created the same exact thing, but I'm not going to be getting you in shape because I still got to get myself in shape. But what I've done is I've teamed up with 10 Amazon coaches, and for literally only $27 a month right now, which is a steal, because eventually it's going to go up to probably 37, 47, 67, upwards to 97 or beyond, because it's very valuable. And I'm pretty sure I won't be making money for a while because I have to pay a lot of coaches. But I'm pretty much trying to give everybody the opportunity to learn selling on Amazon, to be able to jump on live coaching calls, engage, communicate, ask questions, go through everything step by step. So definitely check that out. Keepa is, I think, $20 a month. Starting my Amazon biz. I'm in Reselling Freedom. Heck yeah. Great to see you. I'm excited. Great to see you, Baines292. Okay, so I forgot where I was, but oh yeah, the main point I was trying to make is don't just assume that you're going to be able to sell it for what the apps tell you. Really learn, okay? Really, really learn. Now, in terms of like, when will I buy an item and sell it? Like, what am I looking for? Outside of like all the information Keepa's going to tell me, and obviously, you know, the rank and how many sales per month, the biggest things that I'm looking for are ROI, return on investment, and I am looking for profit, okay? How much profit am I going to make, and what's my return on my investment? Okay. Now, if you're going to thrift stores, garage sales, auctions, libraries, all that, your ROI is going to be nuts. But a big mistake that a lot of people make is they start buying books and DVDs and stuff like that only make $1 or $2 profit. And that's a big, big mistake. Okay. You could certainly buy items that are going to make a couple dollars profit. But the reason I say it's a big mistake, especially for new sellers, is because your systems and processes are going to be very slow. You're going to list slow. You're going to source slow. You're going to make pricing mistakes. Everything's just really slow and inefficient. You don't have a team. You don't have virtual assistants like me. You don't have people helping to prep. You don't have people helping to price and list and do things like that. So at the end of the day, who gives a dang what anybody says? Like, it's all about how much money do you make per hour at the end of the day. That's it. How much time are you putting in, and how much money are you making per hour? You want to make sure you have a good hourly rate. And if you're buying items that only make $1 or $2 and you have very inefficient systems, you're just working a job. And who here? Put a 1 in the comments if you started to sell on Amazon because you want to work on it, because you want to be able to create your own job. I don't think anyone wants to work their own job. Like, you want to have your own business. You want to have freedom, right? Reselling freedom. You want to be able to have a business that you enjoy. You want to do something you love. You don't want to have a boss breathing down your neck. Like, you want to have the freedom. That's why I started selling on Amazon. And you want to make money, of course. So just make sure that you're going after, I would say $5 minimum profit is really what I like to stay at for a beginner. And just make sure, you know, and this is tip number 10, make sure that you don't just focus on profit and ROI, but even above that, what I like to focus on is turnover. And I was talking about this on a coaching call yesterday. A lot of people, they're so proud when they find an item and they're like, this item is going to sell for $40 profit, and it's sitting in their inventory. But guess what? It just keeps sitting in their inventory, and it sits and it sits and it sits and it sits. And it's like you got this cool trophy, you know, in your inventory sitting on the shelf. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? We're doing this because we're trying to sell items and make money and make profit. So you could buy, you know, let me give an example. Let's just say that this book would sell within 2 days and it's going to make $5 profit. Okay. This book right here. This book is going to make $100 profit, but it's never going to sell, or it might take 2 or 3 years to sell. It may never sell. You're going to be collecting dust. It's going to sit in your inventory. You're going to be paying storage fees. Which one would you rather go after? The $5 profit in 2 days, or this book, Rocket Fuel, that may never sell? It could sell. It might sell, but it's probably not going to sell. It's probably never going to sell, but it's in your inventory. And you're like, oh, I got a $100 book in my inventory. Which one would you take? Let's see in the comments. Exactly. You're going to take the book that's going to sell. And you have to think about this as well. When you flip a book, right? Say you flip this book and you make $5 profit. Now you have $5 more profit to your net worth, right? You have 5 more little soldiers that you could send out to go buy another product. So now you made $5 profit. Now you send this out to go buy 5 more books for $1 each. And now you turn that $5 into $20. And now you have $20. Now you're going to buy 20 books. Now you turn that $20 into 60. It's the compound effect. Speaking of books, that's a really great book, The Compound Effect. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to literally buy items that turn over quickly. It's not all about profit. It's not all about ROI, but you want to have some cushion. You want to bring your little soldiers back and get more, turn more profits. You get more little soldiers that you send out. The goal is to get to the point where you have, like, for example, in my business, we're spending $20,000 a month on average, between 10 and 20,000. It's come down a little bit because, again, I've been slacking, just to be 100% transparent, but I'll get back on a horse. I promise you. But your goal is to get to the point where you're spending $5,000, $10,000 a month and bringing in $40,000, $50,000, and you're bringing in $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 profit. In December, I did a little over $15,000 profit. And that's really the goal. You've got to spend money to make money. But the biggest issue is a lot of people can't even get past all the red tape on Amazon. They don't know how to start. They don't know how to set up the softwares. They don't understand how to list. And I would be lying if I told you there wasn't 657 different problems and issues and challenges you're going to hit the first 30 days. It's real, right? Put a 1 in the comments if Amazon's a lot harder than it looks. It is. It's a lot harder than it looks, but it's certainly doable. The best advice I can give, and I sent a voice message to a girl on Instagram today who was like, I've gone through your free 5-day workshop. I'm learning. I'm excited, but I'm on the sideline. Like, what's the best advice you could give me? The best advice I could give you is to, 1, disconnect from the result at first. Like, disconnect from like, I got to make $1,000 or $2,000. Like, stop, just stop. Disconnect from that. Focus on the process. Okay. Where am I today? Okay. I'm brand new. I've learned, I understand the basics of how this works, but I have to sign up for my Amazon account. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about AccelerList or GoToLister or Inventory Lab or Scoutly or Scout IQ. And oh my God, my head's going to explode. Like, there's so many things I have to learn. Stop. Just stop. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And every day you just grow. You go to the next step. And the reason why I want you to have patience, and the reason why I want you to take it slow, is because Amazon's not going anywhere. It's not. Amazon's not going anywhere. Every year it just grows and it grows and it grows. And would you guys and gals guess that it's going to keep growing and people are going to keep buying online? Or do you think the internet's going to disappear? If you guys think the internet's going to disappear in the next couple of years and e-commerce is going to disappear, and if you think everyone's going to go back to shopping in stores, then don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm just a bald idiot. But if you think that people are going to keep selling online and sourcing online and Amazon's going to keep growing, or maybe it could be something new, but still you want to learn these skills, then why rush the process? Just take it slow. And that's why I built resellingfreedom.com, to be able to support people, to let you know that you're not alone, to be able to have you jump on live coaching calls or watch the replays, to be able to ask questions, to be able to jump into a private Facebook group, to be able to engage and network and be able to not only get my perspective on things, because I don't know it all, right? I'm smart in a couple areas with Amazon, but there's a lot that I don't know. I'm still learning and growing. And even though I did over $50,000 in December, right, close to it, at one point, the 30-day was higher than that. It went a little less. But anyways, right, we'll say over $40,000 to be safe. So I'm not, mixing up my numbers. If I was able to do that, then why can't you? But there's people out there who make a lot more money. But the thing is, most people just can't get started. So take it slow. Go through Reselling Freedom, or start watching YouTube videos, check out my Instagram, and just start taking it one step at a time. Wayne says major challenge is getting approved in certain categories. It's actually really, really easy to get approved. It's insanely easy. And that's one of the things we're going to be covering in Reselling Freedom. If you're trying to figure out, how do I get ungated in DVDs, or how do I, oops, I just hit a button. How do I get ungated with, certain products or toys or brands? Super duper easy. Ask a man. We got Amanda in the comments right now. She you know, has been getting engaged in a ton of stuff. Step one, we build you $1 million drop shipping store for $20 a month. I know it drives me absolutely nuts. I cannot stand seeing these freaking Facebook ads where they're like, pay me 30 grand and we'll buy you a fully automated business. That's a bunch of baloney. These people are going to get sued out of their you-know-whats. Yeah, I know. I was like, uh-oh, joking. Yeah, I know. Does your method work in Canada? It's not my method. I mean, people have been doing this for years, but yeah, there's a lot of people doing this on Amazon right now. There's tons of ways to do it. You know, there's retail arbitrage, there's online arbitrage, there's wholesale. But first place you have to start is the foundational principles of selling on Amazon. Get your account set up, okay? Get your account set up, start listing your first item, start scanning your items, send in your first shipment, and then we'll worry about everything else. Yeah, Income Savvy says, don't get me started on automation. I can't stand it. It's so sad how many people get scammed on Amazon. Can I just put out like, can I be an a-hole really quick? If you see any Facebook ads from anybody saying, give me $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 and I'll build a fully automated store. And I'm not saying you shouldn't spend $5 grand on like real one-on-one mentorship and coaching. That's 100% worth it. And I know my buddy Income Savvy has a program. That's 100% worth it because he's doing it and he's not promising you to build an automated, you know, solution. But anyone out there who wants to take 10 or 20 or $30,000 and build you an automated store on Amazon, it is just complete bullshit. Like I'm trying not to swear on this, but it gets me so amped up because it's the biggest scam of the whole world. To start your own business, like, yeah, they're going to build you a store and then you're going to have to wait 2 years, but it's just like a complete scam, 100% scam. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. Would you recommend doing the learning modules on Amazon Seller to get a basic understanding, or is it a waste of time? You could definitely go through it. Amazon University has some good stuff. I would recommend going through the 5-day workshop I created as well. If you go to rakeandprofit.com/workshop, I have a free 5-day workshop where you could learn a lot of the basics. Obviously, you're not going to get as much, you know, one-on-one support as you would with like this live call or Inside Reselling Freedom, or even if you watch a YouTube tutorial, like you have to dial into each specific section. But if anyone went through the 5-day workshop, let them know or let her know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. Life Thing says, I'm not on Amazon, I'm on eBay, but I'm here because I personally feel these tips could also apply to eBay as well. I guess they could. I'm curious why you're not selling on Amazon though. I would like to know, and I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything like that. I'm just curious. And I feel like I know the answer, but I'm curious why so many people don't sell on Amazon. I actually have a good friend of mine. You know, I'll just throw him under the bus. Vinny. Does anybody know my buddy Vinny? He's the toy master. He sells toys on eBay. He's just like so many eBay sellers. And I have nothing but love for eBay sellers, right? Because that was me for years and years. But I just can't believe how many eBay sellers are leaving so much money on the table. So much money. We got Logan in the house. If you guys want to follow an awesome guy, check out Logan. He's got some really amazing Amazon content. And if you guys are looking to learn about virtual assistants and whatnot, go check out Logan. I know he has a program that's coming out or may have come out. Go check him out. He's really awesome. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, eBay sellers. I just don't get it. I don't know why more eBay sellers don't sell on Amazon. You're leaving so much money on the table, and it's really not going to put a dent in your time as much as you would think. Did you know that as an eBay seller, you can just spend 3 to 5 hours a week, just do everything you normally do. Go to your thrift stores, go to your auctions, go to your flea markets, garage sales, all that stuff. But just spend an extra 3 to 5 hours a week, and you could probably make $1,000 to $2,000 a month extra on Amazon because you already understand, like, how do I say it? You already understand how to resell. You're already going out sourcing. So it's not like I'm not counting that in the time. Obviously, there's more time. But you're just leaving so much money on the table. So much money on the table. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's comfort zone. I think a lot of it is, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who share horror stories on YouTube and in the Facebook groups, and they make it seem like Amazon's the devil and you're going to get kicked off and suspended and you need invoices and blah, 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 blah. Broke. I'm sick and tired of people giving advice when they're broke. Stop listening to broke people. If people aren't selling on Amazon, don't listen to them about selling on Amazon. If they're giving you all this advice, but they, no offense, if they live in a trailer and they've got no money and they could barely even buy their food or pay their bills, don't listen to them about business advice or selling advice. There's so many people I know who are broke as a joke, yet they're giving advice and telling you not to do this, not to do that. And there's risks involved with selling on Amazon. Let's not, I'm not going to come here and serve you a bag of bologna, right? There's risks selling on Amazon. There's things that could get you in trouble. With my business model, there's things that could get me kicked off, get me suspended. Let's be honest, but can anybody name a single business out there that doesn't have a risk? Can anybody name a business out there, any business, a restaurant business, or maybe you're an accountant, or maybe you have a job? Is there any job or business that doesn't have a risk of you literally getting fired or getting kicked off or, something happening? I just don't understand why eBay sellers are so scared. And I love eBay sellers, but stop listening to people who have no idea what they're talking about. One of the things that helped me to grow my business and make more money is I had to become more risky. I had to take more risks. I had to try things. But what I try to do is put systems in place to negate the risk the best that I possibly can. But yeah, I could wake up one day and my account could be suspended. I could get kicked off, and then I'll be a fake guru on YouTube. No, but in all seriousness, like, it's possible. I could get kicked off of eBay. I could get kicked off of Amazon. There's risks involved. There's things that I do sometimes that push the line or the boundaries a little bit. But in life, you got to take risks sometimes. What's going on? FBA woman, my girl in the house, saying there's no faster way to grow your money than Amazon. Yeah, it's way easier than Amazon, than eBay for sure. But I do believe, I do know with 100% certainty, there's a lot of things you could sell on eBay that you can't sell on Amazon. I would say eBay is probably more fun for the person who likes treasure hunting, that likes to be more involved with the process, for someone who really enjoys, cleaning up items and fixing things and listing and taking all the pictures and really being a part of it, right? eBay is a fun time. I love eBay. I love eBay sellers. I'm an eBay seller at heart, but I couldn't agree more. You could scale Amazon so much more. Andre says, I just packed my Amazon box for the day, and now I'm packing my eBay orders. Heck yeah. Matrix says, last month I was able to sell Sony and Warner Brothers DVD. Now I can't. Has that happened to you? Yeah, you probably got gated, so you're going to have to go get ungated in those for some reason. You're probably fine in the category, but you probably got gated in the brand. Yeah, Andre, if you want to get into DVDs on Amazon, for anybody who wants to get ungated with DVDs, join Reselling Freedom, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Rake and Profit. Just type DVD. I'll send you a step-by-step guide how to get ungated with DVDs. I don't want anything. I'll help you out. It's no problem. Jesus James says, hello, I started selling books just 2 weeks ago. Thanks for all your videos. Heck yeah, James. Here we go, baby. Taking action. Good morning, Land Shark. Maria says, just signed up for Reselling Freedom. Woo! I'm excited, guys. I'm telling you right now, you've never seen a deal like this in your whole entire life. Plus, I'm doing a 30-day money-back guarantee, which, I mean, for some people, you're only going to need to go in for a month or two, and then you can leave and do your thing. You don't have to pay anymore. It's fine. Like, that's my goal. I want people to get results. If you don't need it, you don't need it. Hopefully, you'll stay for the community, but go in. Worst comes to worst, try it out. But if you're sitting on the sidelines and you haven't started your Amazon business yet, ask yourself why. I would actually ask myself two questions. Why haven't I started? It's probably because of overwhelm, because there's so many things to know. But also ask yourself another question. And I'm going to call out the eBay sellers again, nothing but love. How much money are you losing out on by not selling on Amazon as well? My buddy Vinny, I would love if I could only calculate how much money he's probably lost by going to thrift stores, auctions, and flea markets and not selling on Amazon. Over the last 5 years, he's probably missed out on $100,000 profit, because he just didn't take the time to learn the simple skill of how to sign up for an Amazon account, how to scan, how to set up Amazon seller app, and ship in 1 to 2 boxes a week. You literally just missed out on a brand new house, right? Because you didn't take the time. And I'm sorry, he's one of my best friends, nothing but love. Yeah, Income Savvy saying way more. I'm being conservative right now. How much money are you literally just kissing goodbye? Who here would take, I wish I had my wallet on me, who would take $100 out of your wallet and just throw it out the window? I used to do that in Miami. Anybody who was watching me back then. But who would just take money and throw it away? You're literally just throwing money out the window. I want everybody after this call to fill up your wallet, go to the ATM. I want you to get a bunch of money, put it in your wallet, jump in your car, go to your nearest freeway, get to about 60 to 70 miles per hour, and just throw all the money out the window. I want you to do it. Okay. And then you could think about me, and you could think about how you're only selling on eBay and not selling on Amazon as well. I'm such a jackass, but seriously, like, you're throwing money away. Is it easy? No. Are you going to get rich overnight? No. You know, but if you do pay $27, I'm going to build you a fully automated business. No, that's not the case either. It's definitely hard work, but it's a skill you want to learn. And there's 1,000 different stepping stones that you could take in this business. Start with books. Start thrifting books. Then get ungated. Start selling DVDs. Grind your ass off going to thrift stores and garage sales and auctions. And then maybe you want to build it up to eBay to Amazon flips. And then maybe you want to get to the next level, like a true OG, like my boy Income Savvy. If you guys haven't followed him on Instagram, follow him. And then you get into wholesale, you get into online arbitrage. I know he's done a little bit of private label, right? Those are where the big boys hang out. I'm not a big boy yet, but I'm trying to get to that level. But there's so many stepping stones and places you could go, but you've got to take that first step to just learn the basics. You've just got to learn the basics at first, right? That's why I built Reselling Freedom. That's why I built this YouTube channel. And that's why I helped my mom to be able to do this. Luckily for my mom, she didn't need Reselling Freedom. And for anyone out there, if you have a friend who's doing this, if you have someone who is close to you, you don't need to join Reselling Freedom. You don't need to join any course, because at the end of the day, any course or I need some protein. I just left the gym. Any program, it's mentorship, it's help. If you have someone who's close to you, just see if you can help them, add value to them. See if they can teach you the ropes. Have them teach you how to list, and have them teach you how to source. Have them help you to overcome any challenges or whatnot. But you just got to get started. Al is saying, for DVDs, do you sell them new or used? Both. I sell mostly new. I sold over 5,000 DVDs in 2022. Selling on Amazon during a pandemic was like the GTA cheat code. Yeah. Income Savvy says, one step at a time, like a video game, you level up. That's it. You just slowly level up. Big Al Travels, I'm looking for that 100 you threw out the window, bro. Yeah, right. You remember that in Miami? That was hilarious. That was fun. I was on like the 48th floor, and I would just throw money out of I was trying to go viral on TikTok, but that didn't work. What is the best scanner to use? It really doesn't matter. There's a lot of them out there. I use the Natamu scanner. So if you go to my website, rakeandprofit.com/scanner, that'll redirect you to the Amazon listing that I use. Brandon Piper says, too many scammer buyers on Amazon. Really? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they're out there. I've gotten scammed before. And if you want me to go on a rant, I could, because there are a lot of buyers that piss me off. But I don't necessarily say I'd gotten like scammed, but there's a lot of people that take advantage of you. One thing that really annoys me is, I sell a lot of new items. And like, for example, I sold a new DVD that I sold for like $160, right? I paid like, I don't know, $100 for it. I made like $30 profit on or something. I don't know, right? It was expensive. They opened it, they watched it, they ripped off the seal, they sent it back. And then what? I just get screwed. It's crazy. Like, it's unfortunate, but that happens. But my refund rate on Amazon for DVDs is like, I don't know, it's like 3 or 4% or something ridiculous like that, which is pretty crazy. I suck at social media. You're getting better, man. I've been seeing you. You're doing your thing. The less sexy your inventory, the less you'll get scammed. Yeah, that's definitely true. When you start going after those sexy, Sony items or Apple items, or the things that the kids want, the high-end electronics, certainly going to have more returns for sure. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm going to get rolling. We've hit that time. I want to appreciate and thank everybody on Instagram, on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for, I don't know, about an hour or so. I really appreciate everybody who has joined Reselling Freedom. Again, I will put the link on YouTube. If you go to resellingfreedom.com, resellingfreedom.com. I've teamed up with 10 coaches. Is it 10? Oh, it's 9 or 10 coaches, including myself. And we're doing coaching calls. We're going to be starting next week. We're going to be doing 5 to 10 coaching calls a week. Most likely it's going to end up around like 8 coaching calls every week, 1 to 2 calls every single day, Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, and all different topics about sourcing and listing and Keepa and analyzing and repricers and setting goals, everything, right? So just want to thank everyone who joined that. I really appreciate everybody who's joined. I really appreciate everybody who's been hanging out on the live call as well. I'm just reading through some of the comments. Thanks so much, Denise. Thanks so much, Al. Appreciate you, Andre. Thank you so much. Bunch of Styles says, what time are the calls? We have daytime calls and we have evening calls. Everything's going to be 100% recorded. So again, we have, a bunch of different coaches. I think we have 10 coaches in total. So some of the calls are going to be at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, in the afternoon. Some are going to be at 6 at night, 7 at night. But every week we'll have a schedule. We'll share with you the Zoom calls. We'll share with you a membership site. You're going to have access to, all of the replays. You're going to have access to ebooks and guides and templates and scripts. And it's a lot. But you just have to understand, as a founding member, you're going to get in a special discounted rate. Just have patience. It's going to take a good month or so to really get things flowing, to get everything dialed in, to build up our video library over the next 6 months, to build up our coaching calls, to, make things really good. It's like that with every business. You start with a minimum viable product and you slowly build it and make it better. So I just want to say thanks to everybody. I appreciate you all. Iris, thank you so much. Love from sunny San Diego. Oh man, I wish I had some sun over here in Connecticut. Much love, everybody. Appreciate you all. See you inside Reselling Freedom, resellingfreedom.com. Check the link below if you're on YouTube or if you're on Instagram. You could send me a DM, Freedom. DM me Freedom, and I will send you a direct link to be able to join Reselling Freedom at our founding members price, which is most likely going to probably be like over 70% off. And you'll get grandfathered in for life as long as you stay subscribed. So DM me Freedom on Instagram if you'd like that link. Everyone on YouTube, much love. Appreciate you all. I'm excited. Let's get after it. Bye-bye. Take care, YouTube.